Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again with my Junk Journal Basics Essentials journal that we have been making. And yep, I just want to kind of continue on with it really. So I've made some bits of ephemera and things that I'm going to be tucking in and sticking, sticking around in there. But if you recall, what we were trying to do was keep our journal as flat as possible, because it's just going to be fitting into the little pouch that we've got. So we didn't want to kind of make it too chubby, because then it's going to struggle to actually fit into the pouch. So I'm just going to grab, I've got here a tag, which of course now has got buried in amongst everything else. Oh, I can't now see it at all. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, I can't now see the tag. So I was going to make a little sort of tag flip thing here on the side, but yeah, I won't be able to do that now because I can't find it. So, right, plan B. So I've got this little piece that I just made by folding over some of the background page and obviously stitching it onto the sewing machine. So I'm just going to cut the thread down. So again, it's a pretty flat piece. It's not kind of bulging out or anything like that too much. So let's have this maybe on this page, and then we can just kind of decorate it up a little bit, and then we'll just put something on the facing page, obviously. So I'm just having a look through to see what we might like to put on the facing page, because, we want to have it sort of, complementing either side, don't we? So I'm just wondering whether I've got this, which is one of those postage stamp dies type shapes, so we could put something in here, maybe from some of the background page or something. So let me just put in a bit of the background page. Hold on. Oh, I could have done with printing this smaller, couldn't I? Because yeah, everything I'm looking at is too big really to go in there. Let me just hold it up to the light to just see. Yeah, I mean, it's quite tiny, this little postage stamp, but let's just try. I'll just take this down. Oh, fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Right. Okay, let me just cut this down slightly smaller. I think this is huge for on that base, to be honest. Oh, no, not too bad, actually. Oh, that was just flukily, yeah, that we cut it the right size. So I just quickly tidy it up because it wasn't all that straight. But yeah, I think that's... Oh, how lucky was that? Honestly, I thought I was way off on my cutting there, but actually it turned out okay. So I'm just going to quickly glue that onto that base. I mean, these are just little decorative sort of elements that we're just doing here. Oops, like that. Okay. So thinking like that, and then tying in on the facing page that sort of dark blue that we've got in that flower. So let's just pull in a couple of the dark bluish flowers. Okay. Oh, here we go. Even better because it's a bigger one. Honestly, I've got so much stuff all over my desk. I'm in the middle of like loads of different projects, and it's everywhere. I need to stop really, doing multiple different things, because it's not conducive to obviously a tidy desk. I mean, not that my desk's ever tidy, but this obviously is particularly difficult to maintain any sense of, you know, tidiness when you need like loads of different things everywhere. So yeah, I really should stop doing that, because actually I'm just wondering whether I could I could even make like a little you know, stopper type thing with the flower. It's not ideal. It's got to be said, it's not ideal. But yeah, I was wondering whether I could do that. Let's just see. Okay. Right, I've got one of those flowers. Butterflies. So let's just see if we... Yeah, I mean, maybe if I kind of have more, you know, just so it's a bit bigger, because otherwise it's a lot to hold in this teeny, you know, just a little flower. So on the facing page, I might just literally have that postage stamp. And, you know, I might just keep it at that, because we're obviously trying to keep this very bulkless, you know, and very kind of controlled. Not going too over the top with our bits and pieces. So yeah, I might just go completely bulkless over there. I mean, I've said that, to be honest, I probably won't, but we'll see. Right, let me just cut these off over the bin. Okay. So just really wanting to incorporate some more of that pretty blue. So yeah, let's just see. I mean, we even could use that as a stopper, I suppose. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah, perhaps we'll do that. So I'm going to put a thumb hole, I think, in here. I don't that often do thumb holes. I quite often just use lace at the top. But because I'm trying not to, you know, bulk this journal out too much, whoops, then a thumb hole seems a bit more, you know, appropriate, really. So, just see. Okay. Just quickly ink this up now that we can see the inside of there. Just go a bit along as well. Okay, right. So yeah, now do I want to have this glued down as a tuck spot, or it's such a tough decision, or we could have it like a top loading pocket. Again, because I'm not, you know, or I'm trying to keep this bulk, you know, as bulk free as possible, this journal, I think I'm going to go for a top loading pocket, because yeah, I think it needs to be as flat as possible. So let's just hot glue this down. Again, I'm just using the hot glue for speed, like that. And you notice I'm putting this in the middle again. Something about this journal that's making me put things in the middle, I think. It's very strange, isn't it? Don't know why, because I don't very often put things in the middle. But yeah, for some reason this journal's just making me do that. Okay. Yeah, love that little postage stamp opposite. So if I put this label here, like that, going to check. I'm not going to, I think, have room. Oh, I'm not going to have room for that flower. Okay. Oh, or the butterfly, because... But I guess, I mean, I could put the butterfly down there. I mean, it's then like a double tuck, which I don't know whether that would be cumbersome, you know, when you come to actually use this. I don't want to make something you know, that actually then becomes a nuisance to tuck it in and out. But right, let's just glue this down at that edge. Okay, so that works quite nicely, doesn't it? Oops, I haven't got that very straight. That's a bit better now. Hope I haven't glued that in, because, oh gosh, I do this all the time. I don't know how I can glue things so often. I don't see anyone else do that. I just, every time. I do it almost every single time. Right. Oh, you know what I should have used? I should have used the stamp, shouldn't I? Because that's a little bit kind of more robust, probably. Right. Oh, I'm just going to do the flower, I think, down there. So, right, watch me now glue this over the book, or not book, but the page as well, because, yeah. Okay. It's just then a little bit less stress put onto there because it's being held down now in 2 places. So, yeah, I think it's kind of just easing the pressure there a little bit. Which is a good thing. Definitely, definitely a good thing. Right, on here, what do we want to put on here? So, look. Could mix it up and have a contrasting butterfly. Let's put this down because this is just moving every time that, you know, I let go of it. Obviously it just slides down the page, so let's just put that there. So, you know, it's a tiny embellishment, but very pretty, you know, so goes to show really you don't have to have huge great big things for them to make a bit of a statement. You know, it looks gorgeous just like that, doesn't it? Okay. Still deciding what to put on that piece itself. So let's just put in, I've got a few bits here that are cut out. Nope, I don't want to have the pinks. I want to keep it more neutral, I think. Not neutral, blue, you know, blue. More just going with the blues. Picked up really and inspired by this little postage stamp. So maybe I'll just layer up a couple of the flowers, to be honest. That looks really pretty. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like how that looks. I do feel they're a bit concerned about that ticket, which I guess I could now just use the bottom flowers as the tuck and just have the ticket inside. To be honest, I could do that and then actually just have something tucked into there. Let's just see how that would work. Oh, that's quite cool. Okay, so we've got a complete change now. Complete U-turn from what we were doing. The flowers are just now going to be the only tuck, and that's just going to be a tuck in there, I think. So let's just quickly ink this up. Oops. Okie dokie. So this is just a journal card from the kit, but yeah, just tucks into that tuck spot just perfectly, doesn't it? Yay, like that. And then of course we've got the pocket there, and actually we have also got the pocket behind. So let's just, yeah, put something in all of those. Right, so I have made a few things to go into this journal. So let's just see about having this one maybe in there. So this is a folded piece, and the only thing is, as soon as you come to any sort of folded pieces and things like that, you're straight away at risk of adding, you know, adding a bit of bulk. So yeah, it's one of those tricky, you know, tricky kind of situations really, because, you know, you want to have some decorative bits, but trying to keep it flat, I might be better off just having you know, tags and things like that in there instead. Okay, let me just see. I'm just going to see if I've got another blue flower. Yeah, I might have to change that folded piece and just keep the folded pieces for the pouch instead of the journal, because you know, just the slightest thing like that really can, you know, change the bulkiness of the journal. So yeah, honestly, you know, they get bulky so quickly. And I think really, you know, I mean, obviously the lace does not help, but you'll notice, you know, I'm very much restraining myself and not adding lace to this. But aside the beside the lace, I think the other thing that, oh, actually, let me just ink this up. The other thing that does add bulk is anything folded. You know, definitely anything folded is going to be a bulky addition. So, you know, you're probably looking at just keeping your elements that you're adding, you know, as flat as possible. So I might even, there's definitely something going on, isn't there, why I just want to keep on putting things centrally on this journal. It's very strange. I don't know why, oh my goodness, what is going on with my eyesight today? No idea. Right, let's pull that back off. Oh, thank goodness I used the hot glue, and I could just, well, actually I say thank goodness I used the hot. If I'd have used the wet glue, I would have obviously not had that happen in the first place. But oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on with my eyes today. Everything I've glued has been like completely lopsided. Okay, so I'm going to take out this folded thing and just put in just a flat tag instead, because, you know, I just think this is going to bulk out so quickly, and then I'm going to be sorry because it's not going to want to go into the, you know, into that pocket at all, is it? So, yeah. Okay, and this is going here. Obviously, it could still go under that little flap, couldn't it? But, yeah, we won't bother. Right, so on the facing page, might want to just have another little blue flower, but we'll see. Just cut this one down. You know, might think actually there's enough on there already. You know, because I really think, you know, this is not looking any less pretty than, you know, a much more highly decorated journal. It, you know, it still looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Which just goes to show, really, you know, you don't necessarily need to smother every single, you know, piece of the page in things, which, of course, I do normally do because I can't help myself. But, yeah, this is just going to demonstrate, really, that I don't need to be doing that normally. Right, let's see what I've got to be able to tuck into that space there. So, yeah, should we tuck that one in? So, again, let me just ink this up quickly. Okie dokie. Like that. Oh, I mean, how gorgeous does this page look? So pretty, isn't it? I'm just wondering. No, I think that's a step too far. What do we think? Oh, well, that's quite pretty, though. That is quite pretty, yeah. So I might just quickly add this to the bottom. You know, weirdly to the bottom, I would normally have put it on the top, like more like a little tab. But yeah, I think that's quite nice at the bottom on that. Let's just quickly put some ink on there, a little bit that's showing. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Right, now, because that looks so pretty, I'm now thinking, do we want one of those kind of matching butterflies over here? So, yeah, let me just see. Must have some more of those. Well, I definitely have, but it's just, are they accessible? Are they close? Are they indeed? Yeah, hold on. Oh, come on. This is a big one. Which might be too, yeah, it might be too big, to be fair. Mind you, I have got this one actually. Let me try this one. Oh, I'm just getting a bit chilly. I'm up here without my cardigan on, which, you know, that's quite unusual for me, to be honest. Unless it's really, really, really hot outside. I don't very often have bare arms, but yeah, it was quite warm this morning. But I'm just beginning to get chilly now. Okay. What do we think? Yeah, I think the addition of a butterfly is always a good thing, isn't it? So I just put that down there in that corner, and I'm just wondering now, actually, I've got another one here, a small one. So I'm just thinking, should we put one on here? Because otherwise we've got nothing on that. Not that it necessarily needs anything, because it looks really pretty as it is, but, you know, let's just see. Yeah, so I hope everyone's having a good day, maybe doing some crafting, having a nice time. Let us know in the comments below. What are you working on? Are you, you know, are you doing a journal at the moment? Are you making a folio? You know, what's you doing at the moment? Just always really inspirational to hear kind of what other people are doing, because, you know, that sometimes really does spur on ideas, you know, when you hear what somebody else is doing. So yeah, do share. But I think we're all the same, you know, we all like to know, or like to hear what everyone's doing. Okay, I've got some bigger labels here, so I'm just wondering, maybe this one with this darker blue. Wondering whether we should have that there. Yeah, because otherwise I feel like it's a little bit too colourless, that piece. Okay, like that, and then just that butterfly just off to the edge of there, like that. Oh, gorgeous. You know, so it really doesn't take much, does it, to just make a page look really super pretty. And I don't know, you know, if you caught my last video, but I love how in this journal we're doing, you know, sort of a mixture of different themes or things or themes going on pages. So here on this back page, I've gone for quite a vintagey colourless look so far. I don't know whether I can keep to that, because, you know me, I kind of struggle to keep things colourless. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's quite nice to have something really very brown and neutral now compared to the rest of it, which is very coloured. So let's just take this. So this is one of those frames. So I'm just cutting out the one that's kind of done like a book style at the moment, but I don't know whether I will keep it as a book style. And when I say that, I just mean because they're joined together, so you've got a natural hinge in place. But yeah, I might actually, do you know what I've now just suddenly got an urge to try is try it like just a double like that. Looks quite good, doesn't it? So yeah, should we do like a sort of brown page here? Because never would I do like a brown page normally. Well, actually that's not true. Yeah, I would sometimes, but I haven't in here, perhaps I should say. So I've got a few brownish kind of labels here. Let's take those. So obviously we're not going to put any flowers on this page if we're going for neutral. So I must restrain myself from putting flowers anywhere. That's going to be a struggle because they're like all around me, all around my desk. There's different flowers that are like, oh, they're really bright, they're really colourful, they're really nice. So I'm going to struggle to not incorporate them somewhere, I think. Okay. Like that. Now, do we like it portrait or do we like it, you know, thingamy-bob? Portrait or thingamy-bob? Hopefully you knew what I meant by that. Not sure I knew what I meant, to be honest, but portrait or landscape, that's the word I was looking for. It just kind of escaped me for a bit there. Okay, let's just take... So yeah, I loved using this big image just as like a pocket. So again, it's another completely flat piece, and it's actually the only other place that I've put a ruffle so far in this journal, because I'm keeping it, you know, really nice and flat, you know. But yeah, looks really pretty, doesn't it, just with that brown. I might go for this one. I'm just wondering whether there are any neutral butterflies that I could use, or we could have it more like that. Oh, that's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, I like the look of that. Right, let's put this postcard, because that's pretty at the bottom, and you know, again, just, you know, just finishes that off and adds like a bit of extra interest. So this one, I'm going to put this down like a belly band, so just glue it side and that side. And just pop that down there like that. Okay. Oops. Okie dokie. And then my label, which was really nice, wasn't it? We can just have... Now again, do we want that in the middle, or do we want it maybe to the side? Maybe to the side is better. So let's put that down. Just going to glue it like this first, and then we'll see if it kind of needs gluing elsewhere, but we'll just see first. Like that. Okay, yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? Let's see if we want anything else on here. Yeah, it's getting really chilly now. And it still looks like a lovely day outside, but definitely I'm feeling chilly now. Oh, to be honest, I'm a bit torn, because actually I quite like it in most places. I do quite like it down there. I'm not sure whether we're having a bit too much of a samey thing going on. But weirdly, I don't mind it, strangely enough, down there. So let's just do that, okay? And then I'm just wondering whether, like, in these, whether we could have a... I have got this, which is a reasonably colourless butterfly. Let's just see. I mean, it's not completely colourless. It's got a bit of a yellow tinge, but it might look okay. Because actually, if we ink this up as well, the yellow would go a bit more brown, wouldn't it? Let's just see. Yeah, I love the way in this journal, you know, although we've kept everything flat and, you know, we're trying not to bulk it out and all the rest of it, you know, and it's sort of relatively... well, not relatively, it is very basic kind of decorating that we're doing here. It is actually still looking really super pretty, isn't it? And what's more, sorry, where I was actually heading with that conversation before I got waylaid looking at where that butterfly looked good. I love the way that we are doing different themes. So like this is just a brown page. The other one was that sort of beautiful blues and teals, you know. And then we had that other page with just the sort of neutrally teal colours, didn't we? It's quite fun. Yeah, I don't normally do that because I'm normally a little bit matchy and, oh, well, I've done this so far in this journal, so therefore I have to now stick with only that theme. But I'm quite liking how we've got like different themes going on different pages. Oh, again, I'm loving this in so many of the different places. I wish I could hear you guys, because I would love to know what you think, where you think is the best to put this. I'm going to put it down there. I hope that I haven't made the wrong choice. Oh, I love how this is looking. Really, really, really love how this is coming together. It's really gorgeous. Yeah, really love it. This looks really pretty to me. We've got this lady. Yeah. So we could tear her out and have her in one of those frames. I'm not sure whether... To be honest, I'm not really sure that I want to, because actually I think it's quite nice, you know, leaving that frame kind of plain, to be honest. So I'm just going to have a look and see... Oh, where are those other bits? You know, the kind of print, what do they call them? Forgotten the word now. What was I calling them? Print cards? They called print cards. Yeah, kind of these. Probably not this one, because it's got that green butterfly, but one of the plain print card bits I would just slot in there. And then that's keeping that page completely neutral. So here we go. Oh, I love how that page looks. Very different to the other pages in the rest of the book, because it's actually quite colourful. The rest, you know, with all flowers and what have you. But doesn't that look gorgeous? Yeah, really love that. So then we've got this page here. I think we'll do something very colourful on here, because we've got two sort of almost like monotone pages. So let's put something much more coloured on this one. So we could have maybe this. Looks good, doesn't it? And then just got one of those butterflies. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Let me just check that I wouldn't prefer this one. Oh, it's so tough to decide sometimes. Got some big flowers here, so let me just bring in the big flowers. Okay. Oh, it's getting to cup of tea time now, so yeah, struggling to focus. Need my cup of tea. Okay. Just do a bit of inking where I've made a shoddy job of cutting. Okay, that's quite nice. And then let's get one of those big labels. Okay. Maybe one of these colourful ones. I'm so sorry, I've got a frog in my throat today. And the more I'm talking, the more it's, you know, making it croak. So yeah, I'm so sorry for keeping on trying to clear my throat. Oh, maybe have it all clustered up and kind of like just a pocket here on the side. So let's just, oops, do that. Oh, just before I put this in, I'm just going to check whether I might prefer. Oh, I don't know now. You know, sometimes when you're like, oh, I'm going to put this one in, and then you think, oh, just try something else. And then you think, oh, well, perhaps the other thing looks better. I do like that. I love that on the teal. It looks very, very pretty, doesn't it? but then this really picks up and goes with the facing page. So yeah, let's stick with this. Okay, now again, complete overkill here where I'm using the hot glue, but as I say all the time, I'm doing it because I want it just to glue down instantly. I don't want to have to be worrying when you're doing a video. You know, you just want to know that things are glued. So obviously I wouldn't probably use hot glue normally for this type of thing, but you do want it, you know, just instantly glued, I think. Oh, that's quite pretty up there. Let's just pop this one down. Like that. Okay. Just going to check, because I have got this purple over here, so I'm thinking, would I prefer some purple somewhere? Let's just take this butterfly. I have got some purple flowers as well, so I might cut out a purple flower in a second. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just think it goes to show, to be honest, how, you know, you really don't need to have kind of all these complicated things for a journal to look super scrumptious. You know, this is looking really pretty already. And, you know, we've got nothing elaborate, nothing kind of, you know, too fussy or, yeah, I mean, it's all very basic stuff that we've got. But how gorgeous is this journal looking? So, I mean, if you've just got pretty papers, you know, pretty elements and things, maybe some butterflies and things like that, then very easily you can make something completely gorgeous, you know, and relatively flat, you know, and just completely like effortless, really, because we're not making any elaborate folded bits or that, you know, require stitching on the sewing machine. I mean, I have stitched 1 or 2 bits, but definitely wouldn't have to have done. You know, this could all just be done with just glue, just cutting, and it looks scrumptious, doesn't it? You know, something that you could really kind of treasure for years. Yeah, perhaps we'll have it kind of like this. Or maybe that butterfly down there. And that just brings in that purple, doesn't it? From, well, I was going to say from the facing page, but actually there's purple on here as well. So yeah, just bringing in the purple from everywhere. Okay, like that. And then just wondering whether we could have another little label down here. So maybe a royal blue one, because we've got that blue flower there. Let's just bring this one in. Okay. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? And that just really brings the 2 pages together, doesn't it? You know, I don't know about you guys, but I think that was just what's needed there. Because all of those colours now from the facing page have now all been sort of incorporated into this side as well. So, you know, we've got a complete colour match going on from page to page. So yeah, and then of course we've got, you know, this is a pocket here, and we can just pop something into there like that. Could even put like a little flower or something as the tab. Let me find one. Well, maybe even this little purple one. It might be a bit small, but let's just try it. Okay. Like that. Oh dear. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Love that flower on there. That is so pretty. So again, I mean, how simple is that? I mean, that's just kind of, you know, oops, a piece there. I think that might have even been from some of the background page that I just cut out. I've just coffee dyed it, and we've just popped that flower on as a little tab. And how awesome and gorgeous does that look as a journal card? And I just wanted to put something on for just in case that slips in a bit far. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really pretty. So yeah, we've done another couple of pages in here. I can't remember what the first page was that we did actually, but oh, this one here. And then we've done, obviously finished off this page with the browns, and then obviously we've got this one now. So yeah, I really hope that you like it. I mean, I just absolutely love how it's turning out. It's so, so, so pretty. And yeah, I hope that you like it. And obviously, as I say, the basics kit is in my shop. So if you wanted to check that out, then that's over there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.